and welcome back. William is officially 1 full year old. That is nuts. Just absolutely nuts. He is still in size 5 diapers and just bumped up to size 18-month clothing, which are a smidge long for him, but the 12-month was just getting way too tight and looking a little crazy. So we bumped him up. He's still weighing in at 23 pounds and still only has 2 teeth, but I know there's gonna be a third any day now with the amount he is teething and drooling again. When I first sat down to film this video, I'm like, what am I gonna say? There's not much new, which, you know, if you take like certain categories, there really isn't. But in milestones and skills and postpartum, there is a ton. So we'll go over every category, but a couple of them really don't have many updates. He's been pretty consistent the past couple months in a few of them, starting with sleep. So he still goes to bed between 8 and 9 o'clock, just depending on his last nap. He's still using his nested bean sleep sack and is in his crib until about 1 a.m. When he wakes up, he wants to nurse. So I could pick him up, nurse, you know, do the whole thing, put him back in the crib, but I'm still being lazy. Mama wants a little bit of sleep. So I honestly just bring him in our bed and co-sleep from 1 a.m. until he wakes up at 8. And that's just pure laziness. Probably over the next month or so, I will start pushing the crib more throughout the full night. Cause it's time. I don't know, I need my sleep. It's my busy season right now. It's currently 6:30 in the morning. You know, mama has to do what she can do. But as far as naps, he is napping better. Crossing fingers that doesn't change, but it does change between 1 and 2 naps. So he'll either go down around 10:30 for like an hour nap and then 3:30 for an hour nap, or he'll push himself and, you know, he's not getting cranky, grumpy, anything. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe we'll try for 1 nap, and he'll nap around 12:30 for 2 hours. Now, I love that. I get a lot more done that way, but it's not very consistent because some mornings he is ready for his nap at 10:30. So I'm just kind of letting him dictate if he has 1 or 2 naps, because we don't need to follow a strict schedule most days. I'm just letting him do what he wants in that department and go with the flow until I really see a reason or a need to push, you know, a 1 nap schedule. Now on to the eating category. He is still eating 3 meals a day, loves his food, and now he loves his snacks. So snacks he didn't used to really be into, didn't really feel the need for them. Now he wants a banana or some puffs or something in the afternoon for sure, and sometimes even in the morning after breakfast. So definitely picking up on that. He is still slowly going down on the amount of milk he is having. I'm still exclusively breastfeeding. Okay, it's not technically exclusively because he's eating food now. We're still breastfeeding, which I can't believe we made it to the 1 year mark. I didn't think I was gonna make it to the 1 week mark. So, round of applause to myself. I am like just blown away by that. I actually have had a couple questions about breastfeeding, so I'm thinking about doing either a whole dedicated video to it or maybe implement it in a vlog somewhere. But he is definitely shortening his amount of nursing time, and that's totally cool with me. We're gonna be starting to wean soon, and that's gonna be a very slow process just because he loves to nurse. Like, it's a comfort thing. And I don't feel the need to like stop right now. I don't have, you know, there's no reason to stop right now necessarily. So we're gonna slowly implement milk instead of breast milk in a bottle throughout the day. And then once the daytime's good, we're gonna have to tackle nighttime. Nighttime's gonna be the rough one. I already know. So over time, I'll keep you guys up to date with that in vlogs. And then of course you can always reach out on Instagram if you want to know like details, if you're doing the same with your little one. But one thing I've really noticed, even just this past week, is that he's really gaining skills, you know, using his utensils and his cups. He's just everything's starting to click, I think. Last night we had black bean soup with grilled cheese. Oh, it was so good. It's a little chilly out. Anyway, you guys don't need to know this. We're not vlogging. We're doing an update. But we were having black bean soup, and I gave him, you know, some of the thicker part mashed up in his bowl, but he was using a spoon accurately, like getting beans and just going for it. I didn't even eat. I was just watching him. So that was really neat. And then cups, he's just a lot better at handling cups now. Sometimes I give him smoothies in it, and he loves to do it by himself, doesn't want mom's help. But one new game, which is very annoying, but I'm letting him do it and explore, is we like to put a piece of food into the water or the smoothie, look at it, dig it out, and eat that food. So that's a fun, messy experience, but it is what it is. Or we like to pour our water and play the puddle drums. The puddle drums, that's okay. And then another thing that makes mealtime a little longer, but it's honestly so sweet, so I have no issues with it, is he is sharing. So sometimes it's every bite. He wants to give Will or I a bite of his food, then he'll take it. So he's trying to give us food and share, and it's really, really sweet. So I'm not trying to stop that, but mealtime is just like so long now because of the whole process. And we have to like take it and pretend to eat it, and then he'll eat it. So he blows kisses all the time. He doesn't really blow them like this. He just goes, and he loves to blow kisses. Oh, actually, we were reading the Pout Pout fish the other day, and we were getting toward the end of the book when the Pout Pout fish turns into the Kiss Kiss fish. He leans forward and gives the fish the biggest kiss. It was the sweetest thing ever. You guys know he's been waving, clapping, dancing, walking. Now he is full on running. I mean running through the park yesterday. And he's getting really good at stairs. We don't have like, you know, stairs at our house, but we have a couple steps like out into our patio and different things like that. And he knows that he has to hold mom's hand or hold onto the wall or have us right there, but he will just stand there going down the step, turn around, up the step, down the step. He's just really learning how everything works, and he's getting really good at it, honestly. So I'm not as freaked out as I was before, but I still like to be super close just in case. This month he finally went into a bigger car seat, which he's definitely not a fan of the car, but he seems more comfortable in this car seat now, so that is a big plus for us. And he also moved to the big boy tub. It was a long time a coming, and it was a mess the first time. He hated it. Just a full meltdown. But the next couple times we had Will get in. Is my tripod falling? My tripod is falling. The next couple times he got in, we just had Will get in with him, and they were playing, you know, having fun. Couple days of that, Will stopped getting in the tub, and he is completely fine. He loves getting in the tub. We'll say bath time, and he'll run on in there and just start banging on the tub. Brushing his teeth is a new obsession. I can't say anything about teeth, anything about a brush. He'll run in there and want to brush his teeth like 10 times a day. Other things he's currently obsessing over is walking backwards, which is so cool. Like, I didn't know they start that this young, but he'll just take his walker and walk backwards. Sometimes he'll one-handed and like look behind him. So he hasn't mastered it, you know, without holding on to something, but he'll take his little walker and walk backwards and then go forwards. Walk backwards and forwards over and over and over and over and over. He got a ton of new things for his birthday, and he's still kind of exploring, figuring out what's what, because his birthday party was like literally a day ago. But he is loving this blue ride-along car and will not get out of it. He won't get out of it. We've probably already put a couple miles on this car. And he just got it. But it's really fun, and I think everyone in the neighborhood is getting a kick out of it because we're just going around the block in this car. And he honks his horn, beep, 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 and he loves it. One thing you guys have seen in the vlogs is this play corner. This thing has been a godsend. I mean, he will now sit in this corner and play independently for 10, 15 minutes. And that just was not the case before. He was always like, play with me, mom, play with me, mom. Now, you know, I'll of course play with him, but there's times when I'm making lunch or something, he'll come over here and just tinker with a toy by himself, completely silent. And it's just night and day from what was in the past. So I don't know if it's the fact that he's just older now or if it's the whole play corner situation or a combo, but I'm loving it. And he is just understanding things so much more. You know, I mean, that I say that every single month, but he really can comprehend what we're talking about. Just things like I already said, would you like to go to the bath? And he runs to the bath. Should we go outside? Let's go get your car. Where's Thomas the train? He'll go get Thomas the train. He actually knows a lot of the names of the trains. Like Will brought out, I think he has like 8, 9, 10 different Thomas the Train engines, all different names. And I'll say, oh, where's James? And he'll pick out James. Like, how does he know this stuff already? It's kind of insane. But he's starting to understand a lot. The issue though is he can't, you know, repeat it back or say anything back. So he gets very frustrated when he needs help and he can't tell us. There's a couple toys that he, you know, hasn't mastered yet, and I can just see him get frustrated, and some of them are heavy, and he'll like lug the toy over to me and just, you know, and get very frustrated. And I say, help, help. That's really what we're trying to learn right now is the word help. He still hasn't had his first word yet, but he is still saying mama and has now started saying dada when he really wants dada. So it's coming, it just hasn't happened yet. I don't know. I have a feeling that another thing that's coming is tantrums, just because he can't communicate. We haven't seen like a full out crazy one other than at Goodwill when he saw that shopping cart and like that little toy shopping cart. You guys, I talked about it in a vlog. I don't need to re-say it, but he threw a tantrum because he couldn't take that thing home. He since now got a shopping cart from his grandpa and his nana for his birthday. So don't worry, little man has a shopping cart and he loves it. There's multiple like times in the store he just needed a shopping cart. That is one thing, he is a shopper. He will walk by aisles and aisles of toys and he's looking, but then he'll hone in on something and be like, that's mine. Like, I need it. I need that teddy bear. There's this one teddy bear at Target that he just apparently needs. And I'm going to get it for him for Christmas, I think. But, I mean, he just loves that thing. I don't know. He really is a shopper. But yeah, the teddy bear and then the shopping cart toy. Yeah, those were like the things. But on the communication front, he can do all done and more, which is amazing. It looks more like all done and more, but we put 2 and 2 together, and it definitely is him communicating with us, which has made mealtime just so much easier. And now I'm trying to implement more in other aspects, like if he wants to play more, things like that, and not just when we are having food, because I don't want him to get confused with more being food. But yeah, I think that's everything about William. I want to make sure, I didn't make a list this time. I just kind of winging it, which is probably not the smartest because it's, like I said, very early in the morning. But as far as postpartum, we've made it a year. A year postpartum, a year breastfeeding. Boy, has it been a year on my body. I mean, it's exhausting. I mean, being a mom anyway is exhausting. Being a person is exhausting. But, I mean, adding in breastfeeding, it has really, really been exhausting. And I ran on my prenatals a couple weeks ago, and I have noticed a difference in my energy. It freaking went down. So, you know, I'd be taking those again until I'm done breastfeeding. So, yeah, keep up on your water and your vitamins, ladies, because I wasn't, and I really felt it. It took me a couple days of like just exhaustion to realize what was going on. But yeah, one other thing that is a big update is I got my cycle back. Took 11 months. That's crazy. That's not unheard of while you're breastfeeding, but I mean, I thought it was going to be like 6 or 7 month area and it would pop back up. But my cycle is back. We'll see if it's gonna be regular now. You guys know it's kind of all over the place before. But I have heard that things are change once you have a baby. So sometimes it used to be all over the place, now it's regular. Some people say it used to be regular, now it's all over the place. We'll just see what my body wants to do. For those that are probably wondering, because I always wonder, that first cycle was pretty painful. Like the cramps were not fun for days, like 3 days. And that's not necessarily normal for me. I don't have fun cramps, but it's normally like a shorter period of time. So it wasn't the funnest, but first one's done and there we go. Back on to normal life, you know. And then other postpartum things, I don't know. There's not much else because, you know, it's been a year. Things are kind of back to normal. My body it looks different. My body's shape is different. I mean, I birthed a human, but I am back at my pre-pregnancy weight pretty much. I think I'm like a pound off or something, but whatever. Who knows? My scale is stupid anyway, as you guys know. But yeah, I'm pretty much back to that. But yeah, I'm pretty much back to my pre-pregnancy weight. And emotionally, I've been fine, but this past week has been hard because I just keep like looking back at photos from a year ago, you know, Snapchat. It's actually not even Snapchat, it's my husband, because Snapchat doesn't tell me about what I did a year ago, but Snapchat tells Will about what he did a year ago, and then he sends me that picture. So every day, Will's like, look at this is a year ago today, and it's just William's so little, so cute, you know, doing something cute. And it's just like breaking my heart that he's so big, and I'm happy he's big, he's thriving, he's amazing, but time has flown and you just look back and you're like, did I enjoy it enough? And I think I did. I did. I was really trying to soak it in, but you also are so tired and you're trying to figure it out and you're just doing life. And it's like, I could have enjoyed it more, you know? So I'm kind of all in my emotions about that, but it's really cool to look back on my birth vlog, that first week home with a newborn vlog. There's so many things that, it's not that I forgot them, but when you see them, it's like you're experiencing it again, and it's just mind-blowing how much we've been through this year. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I didn't ramble too much for you guys. But I will see you guys all in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't already. We have some fun stuff coming up. We're gonna do some chatty stuff the next week or two because I'm just a busy gal. And then we have some fun stuff coming up, and then holiday content. I'm pumped. I'll see you guys later.